weekend. Go out there and get a hey, that's what we're doing.
Note to self. All right, not as bad as many have led us to believe. That's the headline from a new Pentagon report detailing the treatment of detainees at the Guantanamo Bay military prison. According to a defense official with knowledge of this report, Guantanamo has followed treatment standards spelled out by the Geneva Conventions, but the report recommends changes in how dangerous prisoners are handled. The report was commissioned after President Obama ordered Gitmo's closing within a year.
Well, terror mastermind Osama bin Laden has eluded America's military for years and years, but now an associate geography professor,
16 inches. Then they apply something called distance decay theory, which is used in geography to predict the distribution of wildlife, like this crested iguana. But this time, bin Laden is the endangered species. They began their search by applying what they know about bin Laden, like his last known location.
His last known location is Toradora in 2009.
Gillespie's model shows there's more than a 90% probability that bin Laden is not in a remote cave, but in this large town called Karachiar, in a tribal region of Pakistan.
We used his life history characteristics, which are things like his height, which is 6'4", so we assumed all buildings had to be over 6'4". He has a kidney dialysis machine, so we assumed all buildings had to have electricity. We assumed that there is some protection, so we assumed the wall of 3 meters.
Then they looked for those buildings and found 3 that matched. What if your assumptions are incorrect? For example, the intelligence community doesn't necessarily believe that he is on dialysis.
Well, that's a good question. If they believe that, then it would be great if they would tell us and let us know.
Gillespie has no doubt the government is also using satellites in their hunt. Why not leave it up to the government?
Well, as I said, it's been 8 years, right? So, I mean, at some point, I think you can say, like, okay, let's just do our best to try to create a model for which we can try to find.
Tom Gillespie says he did inform the FBI to their website and submitted the study, but he hasn't heard back from them. About the study, the FBI would only confirm they received it. Selma Gutierrez, CNN, Los Angeles.
Americans feeling the stress from our troubled economy, but college students have their own unique worries.
Like, my parents wanted so much from me, and at times it feels like I can't deliver it.
This is back in...
As students sound off to CNN's Tony Harris, class is in session. Next.
If you love sweet things, you'll really love them when they're made with Splenda no-calorie sweetener. Sweet. Splenda starts with sugar. It tastes like sugar, but it's not sugar, and that's sweet. Splenda. Imagine life sweeter.
Critics are calling the international an electrifying thriller. There has to be a way to bring down this bank. Suspense. It's the perfect thriller for our times. The international rated R. Now playing.
Isn't it times like these that reminds us of what's important? The people in our lives. The ones we love. The ones who love us. And after all, what could be more important than love? So if you're asking yourself, if you can afford to get away with savings like these, how can you afford not to? Look now and save up to 55%. Call 1-800-SAVES.
HealthMart pharmacies are independently owned. Our pharmacists are part of your community and truly care about your health. No wonder HealthMart is nationally ranked #1 in customer satisfaction. HealthMart, caring for you and about you.
Larry King Monday night, what Republicans and Democrats want to hear from President Obama's first address to Congress, plus T-Boone Pickens on Larry King Live, CNN Monday night 9 Eastern. Where would you go next if you had a hover-round power chair? The Statue of Liberty? The Grand Canyon? It's all possible with a hover-round. Hi, I'm Tom Cruise, inventor and founder of Hover-Round. When we say you're free to see the world, we mean it. Call today and get a free Hover-Round information kit that includes a video and full color brochure. It's by far the best chair I've ever owned.
Last year, 9 out of 10 people got their hub around for little or no money.
No cost. Absolutely no cost to me.
Breaking news. When you call today, we'll include a free hub-around collapsible grabber with the purchase of your power chair. It reaches, it grabs, it's collapsible, and it's portable. It goes wherever you go. Get it free while supplies last.
Call 1-800-433-1894 to get your free video, brochure, and your free hub-around collapsible grabber. 1-800-433-1894. That's 1-800-433-1894.
Honest reporting. Anderson Cooper 360, CNN Monday night, 10 Eastern.
Your college years may be a distant memory, but the loan that you were still paying off, all too familiar.
Yeah, it's showing up in your statement every month, right? Well, today's college kids have more than loans to worry about. This tough economy. Our friend in college, Tony Harris, headed back to class and got an earful.
Oh, yeah.
Class isn't set.
Hey everybody, how are you? Class in session, Georgia Tech time. Here we go. How are you? We're at mercy. Hi, what's your name? Well, let's have at it, all right? Class is in session. Are you angry about the circumstances that we're in now, and do you attach blame to anyone? Why emotions here?
It doesn't just make me angry. It kind of makes me ugly because after seeing so many people,
So you're beyond that.
I am beyond angry simply because after seeing so many people in my family, friends, parents of friends, simply struggling, that have been working for countless numbers of years, simply struggling because of our economies going down. And so often, we want to play the blame game. We want to blame it on this person.
And I'm asking you to do that, yeah.
And simply, somewhat of the way you're asking, but me, I'm not at that point yet. But not just looking at me, but looking at the generations that are coming after me, and looking at my little cousins and the younger people, I don't care about who calls them.
You want to move forward.
I want a fix.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So angry. I'm a first generation American. And so we moved here because we felt like this was the land of opportunity. And if we could make it anywhere, we could make it here. And now I'm looking like maybe I'll have a job if I move back to where my parents are originally from, you know? And that should never be somebody, we immigrated and we feel like we failed, or that I might not.
Like this. That's why TurboTax has a deduction maximizer that easily identifies over 350 deductions. It's like, look, there's enough in it. Based on your unique situation, it shows if you qualify and how much you'll save. Cha-ching! It's like Christmas all over. We're gonna spend it on things. TurboTax. Choose easy.
What does this economy mean for your credit? I rely on my credit to a difference. I need to see my life and identity. You need to watch things before you go. For watch 3 Bureau Monitoring, from the experts in credit reporting, monitor all 3 of your major credit files and get alerted to key changes within 24 hours. Order today and get your progress more free.
You better get that time over important. They're here.
Go to Equifax.com/free sale today. Offer is March 31st.
Just what it is. Everybody sweats, especially now during tax.
Oh, I don't worry about my taxes. I got people, the H&R Block guarantee, guaranteed accuracy, and we stand behind you when you get out of it. H&R Block, you've got people.
From 7 billion years, a huge expanding bubble of primordial matter evolved into the universe we now know of. Compression membranes create parallel universes too. If it happened once, it could happen again, again, again.